What's going on, ladies and gents? Billy Donnelly here, and this is Infamous, and today, via the wonders of digital video, I'll be running with the worst heroes ever as I review the latest chapter in the DC Cinematic Universe, Suicide Squad. This is not a good movie. In fact, a train wreck is probably a more accurate description of David Ayer's film, which features a team of supervillains being used to maybe do something good for the world for once. For the most part, Suicide Squad is well cast, with Margot Robbie, Viola Davis, Jay Hernandez, and Courtney, yes, even Courtney, seamlessly fitting into their larger-than-life roles. But if only they had a better movie to operate in, because the one they've got right now is a disastrous mess. In a world where Superman and other metahumans are a part of the mainstream, the fear is that the military armed with conventional weapons won't be able to stop someone with extraordinary abilities or powers who errs on the side of evil from taking over the world. Therefore, a special Black Ops team made up of the likes of Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, and others is used to fight fire with fire. The problem is that Suicide Squad neuters both sides of that equation, rendering both the good bad guys and the bad guys as worthless. The villain of the film is a rogue enchantress who has escaped the control of the same secret government agency that assembled the squad and is now building a weapon with her CGI brother to... that's a good question. What does this weapon do exactly? What is the nature of this threat? I wish I had answers, because that means Suicide Squad actually thought it through. As it stands now, the film is incoherent with any sort of story that nothing dealing with what the characters are aiming to accomplish makes any bit of sense. As for the Suicide Squad itself, the film never really gives any of them anything meaningful to do, except walk around shooting bubble-faced cannon fodder, I kid you not, while we're told who each of them are. Seriously. There's an extended opening which profiles every member of the team as a way to introduce them to the audience that sucked any bit of energy I might have had for the movie out of me instantly. But that's not enough. The movie keeps traveling down that path through its entirety, telling me every moment how bad this team of misfits is and why this plan is hopeless, all while doing the bare minimum to cheaply try humanizing them and maybe setting them up for redemption. Ugh, just thinking about what I watched is making my head hurt. There's an entire subplot lined up about Jared Leto's Joker coming to break Margot Robbie's Quinn out of custody, but it doesn't really go anywhere I found interesting. It's just a chunk of the movie cut out in order to establish some stuff for future DC films, which is rather distracting when you immediately realize nothing you're seeing serves the current movie at hand. And that's one of the biggest sins of Suicide Squad. This is a movie that desperately wants to do so much, but as a result of having so much stuffed into it, it lacks the discipline necessary to do any of it well. This is a film with attention deficit disorder that in turn then cannot focus on any singular aspect of its wealth of elements. It throws something at the wall constantly, but before it can see if anything gets to stick, it's already on to tossing the next thing. Margot Robbie is easily the standout of the film, as her Harley Quinn is fun to watch whenever she gets a moment. I'd love to see what she could do with this character when given more substance and an all-out embrace of her villainous persona. But, by the same token, Will Smith feels out of his element as Deadshot, a character that is much more Will Smith and far less part of the fabric of the DC universe than should probably exist. Then again, that probably sums up the schizophrenic nature of Suicide Squad perfectly. Calling Suicide Squad a disappointment is being generous, and only lets on that I had high hopes for the film going in. However, I never expected something this terrible that makes Batman v Superman, a film I generally liked, look outstanding by comparison. This is certainly not the direction the next DC film needed to take, and is far from the fun romp it should have been. Suicide Squad is bad, and I don't mean that in a good way. Be sure to like this video down below, feel free to join in the discussion by leaving your own comments, and subscribe to the YouTube channel as a whole so you can be notified of all new video reviews, interviews, and podcasts that may come your way. That way, you never miss a bit of content from us. Until next time, I'm Billy Donnelly, for This is Infamous.